Hey Tree Besties, it's your girl Lex, and today we are back with another video. We are satisfying these sweet tooths one dessert at a time, and today we are going to be making candy grapes. With my candy grapes, I start off with 3 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, and a cup of corn syrup. I then give my mixture a little stir and leave it on the stove until it reaches 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, while this mixture is on the stove, I am going to be prepping my grapes. I prefer the green grapes, but you can use whichever grapes your heart desires. I purchase my grapes from either Sam's Club or Publix just because I think they have the better fruit. But once again, you can purchase those grapes from anywhere you would like. You are going to remove your grapes from the stems that they come on. You are then going to wash your grapes with vinegar and baking soda, or you can use vegetable wash. Please do not wash your grapes with just water. That is just plain out nasty. Now, once you have completely cleaned your grapes, I normally let my grapes sit in the water for about 5 minutes. I rub my fingers through them just to make sure I have gotten all of that dirt off of my grapes. I then dump my water out, rinse it again in a strainer to allow the water to run out, and then I place my grapes inside of a separate bowl. I then use paper towels, dry my grapes, and put toothpicks in. If you would like a tutorial on how I clean my grapes, just comment below and I will make a tutorial on that process as well. Now that your fruit is washed and clean, dried, and ready to go, you are then going to wait on your mixture to reach 300 degrees. Once it has reached the 300 degrees, you are going to remove the mixture from the stove. I put mine on a rag just so it won't mess up my countertop. I then put the flavoring of my choice. This particular flavor was watermelon. I also then put white food coloring. You can use the Wilton white food coloring. I get this food coloring from Amazon. I am going to link the description below. And I also use Chef Master's pink food coloring. I also get that in a pack from Amazon. I'm going to list all of the ingredients, the items used below. I give it a good little stir. Once majority of the bubbles have came out of my mixture, I then start to dip. Now you do want to make sure this is incorporated as much as possible. So then I get in, grapes on the side as you can see, and I just dip. Now all of my fruit comes with Jolly Rancher candy, or you could choose a different topping of your choice if you like. I put my Jolly Rancher topping in last. In this video, I will not show you how I do it, but if you would like a video on that, once again, just comment below and we can get a video made on that. It's fairly simple, but if you were to do the Jolly Rancher method while you're dipping, you're just going to put it inside of the Jolly Ranchers. I have a different method. At this moment, I am just trying to dip as many grapes as I possibly can without having to stop and coat it in Jolly Rancher topping. So yeah, this is pretty much what you do. You're just going to keep dipping and keep dipping and keep dipping until your mix hardens up. Now you are going to want to work as quick as possible, as well as you see, I am trying to get as much of that excess candy off. When I don't like when the candy has that excess candy on the fruit, it just makes it more harder to bite into. And the more candy you have left, the more candy you get off of your grapes, the more grapes you can dip. So me, like I said, I try to dip in mass volumes versus just dipping a few at a time, which I can teach you more about that later on. Now, things does happen while you are dipping grapes, like you're going to see your one of the grapes fall off of the stick. That just means that it was not put in place properly. When that happens, I pretty much just keep going. I don't stop. I don't try to fish it out of there. I just continue going and worry about it later, because stopping to try to get that out is just going to slow the process down, and that's going to make me have to, that's going to get the mix to harden up while I'm trying to get it out, and I'm trying to dip multiple different grapes, so I can do multiple different orders at one time. So I just leave it there, and I will either get it out towards the end, or I'll boil it out. Lastly, while we are finishing up dipping this batch of grapes, I am just going to provide you a few tips that I have learned throughout the years of making candy grapes. One, I've learned to dip my grapes while they're room temperature. So I take them out the morning before I'm going to dip. Typically, I start making orders around 1 o'clock. So I take mine out at 8, let them come to room temperature up until 12:30. 12:30, I will clean them and start dipping them at probably like 1:30, because I dip a lot of grapes, so it takes a little bit of time. Two, I find this way a lot easier, to dip your grapes first completely and then go in back and add the toppings. Because if you're like me, you have customers that ask for 2 and 3 different toppings. You don't want to have to keep stopping to put grapes inside a different topping. You could do all of that at the end once they are completely coated in the candy mixture. It is almost the end of my dipping grape tutorial. I am going to put a few pictures in to show you how it looked afterwards. Yeah, I know. That's the final product. Look at the shine. Check the shine. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe for the next upcoming videos. Love you. Bye.